Okay, it's July 27th. This is our lettuce. We ate a lot of the lettuce and then I just let it go and go. And then we ate a lot of turnips and let it go and go too. So still need to pull up the roots and eat it. And then we have honeydew melon that we bought a honeydew because we couldn't find any seeds for honeydew. And we pulled the seeds right out of it and we planted them. We didn't do anything special to them. There's some of our Roma tomatoes. You can see they're doing pretty good. And there's some right here. Quite a few Roma tomatoes. Beginning of April, I think we planted all the tomato plants except for 2 of them at the same time. And here's our peppers. We have all sweet peppers in this. We don't have any hot peppers because I don't want any of these peppers coming out hot. So we have orange peppers that we planted from seeds right out of the orange pepper. We have some sweet banana peppers. And we have some sweet bell peppers. So those are starting to grow finally. Weather's been kind of rough this year. So, and then this is our cucumbers. We've pulled most of them and eaten them that were big, but they're still growing. We've eaten a lot of cucumbers lately, but the leaves are starting to die off, and I'm guessing that after we even pull the cucumbers, we'll probably find some here and there. You know how it is, and cucumbers really take off. There's still some little ones here and there on it. Let's see if I can't put this in there. There's some up top too. So this is it's my first garden. My husband's had a garden before. And there's one way down there. We started beginning of the 1st or 2nd of April, I believe, and we went and got the Dollar Tree laundry baskets. So everything started off in Dollar Tree laundry baskets, and then because we planted so many seeds in the Dollar Tree laundry baskets, we had to move everything. So we got free pallets and free plastic, and then the cheap soil that we could find. And there's some more of the honeydew melon. Here's some yellow squash we planted. And that's coming up pretty beautifully. There's some of them we need to pick and eat. So it's hard to see them underneath all this. And there's mesclun. And here's some tomatoes. Like I said, we planted all the tomatoes at the same time, but they're not all growing at the same time. But that's fine. That's the way we like it, because we wouldn't be able to eat them all at once. And it's our first garden, so. Well, my husband's garden before it's my first garden, so maybe next year it'll be better. There's some beautiful little red tomatoes. Some of them got bottom rot. So we got some lime and added it and pulled most of the ones out that had bottom rot. And here's some more. So we started them all right in these Dollar Tree laundry baskets. There's the squash growing. So we have like peppers and tomatoes. There's mesclun and squash. And then there's some carrots over there. And that's pretty much what we planted this year. And there's some honeydew, see, the honeydew melon seeds, we planted them all at the same time, but some are really, really short and some of them just took off. So I think it's the difference in the soil mixture, because that soil mixture right there doesn't have any sawdust. It's just topsoil and manure and peat moss. And that one is the one that took off way better. There's some squash. There's some little tomatoes here. Some more squash and some tomatoes. See, these tomatoes right here we got from Walmart. And they were already growing when we got them. I mean, they were pretty tall. And they were pre-planted. And so you think that they would come out better and sooner than the other tomatoes. But not really. Here's the carrots. Little tiny carrots. My husband planted. They're beautiful. And there's some little peppers. Some tomatoes, and these are potatoes. We have to go through and see what's in here now. And some more squash. And then I have some stuff on the porch. So there's our little hummus and manure. And we used some Miracle Grow Shake and Grow because it was marked down, and we got some of that bone, I don't know what it's called, bone something, for plants. And we left the bag on the porch and the dog ran off with it. Neighbor's dog. Jalapenos we just recently planted. And these are the sucker tomatoes, tomato suckers. It's where you pull the plants off of the tomato where it grows out in an angle, like right here. When it gets a certain height, they say you pull it off and you plant it in the dirt. So we did that, and that's what those suckers, they said they're called suckers. So here's a little one. They grow out at an angle. So, and there's some of our cherry tomatoes. Those are pretty. There's tomatoes that I planted from my slices off of my Burger King tomato. So that wasn't planted at the same time because I pulled it off my Whopper. Cilantro, just planted that recently. Planted some chard and it really didn't do well. So, and there's some more tomatoes and some squash. So, and that is what we planted this year and how they're doing. And the ones that, like, we got free sawdust, and the ones that we planted with the free sawdust really aren't doing as well as the ones that don't have the free sawdust in there. And like this is in just some manure. It's not got topsoil or peat moss in it, and it doesn't seem to be taken off as quickly either. I think the mixture with the manure and the topsoil and the peat moss was the better mixture. So hopefully I need to remember that for next year. Anyway, and that is our garden. So I just thought I would videotape it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope it helps somebody, because like I said, these are Dollar Tree laundry baskets, trash bag with holes in it. We got the idea in March and posted on Facebook, and then we shared it with some groups, and then we ran out and got them and started doing it. So, because that's all we could afford at the time. And then we went and got the free pallets. There's our free pallets. And we moved them, a lot of them, from the laundry tree baskets into the free pallets, and we tried to use that square foot gardening. But some of them that are supposed to be 1 per square foot, we put at an angle, like the top left hand corner and the bottom right hand corner, so they would be a good distance apart, and put 2 per square foot instead of 1, which probably wasn't a good idea, but it's what we had to do because we put way too many in the little laundry baskets. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope this helps people. Thank you.